Hey there, Matt Clark here with Mike McClary. So welcome to our first $1 Million Brands live daily show. So we're going to have a lot of fun on these shows. We're going to be doing them every single day, every single weekday that is. And we're going to cover a lot about the business model that we've been working with for the past 8 years or so. Each daily show is going to have a different topic, and it's kind of going to go in order about building this business. We're going to first talk a lot today about the opportunity. What is this business we're talking about? Then we're going to go into things like product selection and finding suppliers and marketing and beating big brands and a whole lot of other stuff. So thank you very much for joining us. If you're watching this on Facebook, give this post a like. If you're watching it on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. Let us know you can hear us loud and clear. Feel free to comment below also. If you have any questions, we'll try to get to some of those live, but worst case, we'll always try to get them afterwards. And so if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to give us a comment below and we'll get to those as much as possible. And so what's happening while we're doing this live show is we're releasing a brand new 4-part video series. So that actually starts tomorrow on Tuesday. So that's going to be part number 1 of 4 of this video series. It's all brand new and it shows you how to build an entire business following this model that, I guess I started with years ago, 10 years ago or so, building my own e-commerce business, ended up figuring out Amazon, taught the other co-founder of Amazing. Mike was one of our early students, and since then we've taught over 30,000 people this business model, and I've had some incredible successes. And so this 4-part video series walks you through that entire business model from start to finish, and the video series is 100% free. And with each and every video that we're releasing, including the one tomorrow, we have amazing downloads for you. So the first one, and Mike is going to talk a little bit about this later, but tomorrow, the first download that you get with video 1 of the series is a brand new software tool that we've developed to help making finding product opportunities easier and better than ever. So if there's anything else you want to mention about the series?
No, so the 4-part training series is going to be, spaced out over, a couple days each, and it really takes you through the entire process of a little business model, from finding products to finding suppliers to launching the products and then scaling the entire business. And so we're going to follow along with that. We're going to really go in more detail. So we have some great training there you'll get, but we want to even go above and beyond that and let you ask us questions on these live sessions here so we can kind of interact with you. We're going to bring in some other live guests as well, people that you'll be seeing and hearing from in our training series who've had some incredible success stories, who started out just where you're at today, watching these live sessions, watching these videos, and now own brands and businesses that are doing up to $500,000 a month. We're going to bring them on these calls, interview them, ask them exactly what it's like to build their business, and then let you ask them questions as well. So lots of other things in these live sessions. And today, we're going to be also sharing with you some really cool products that are ripe for the picking right now.
Yeah, so there's a special niche that we found that is great for building a brand right now, great for finding amazing product opportunities. And Warren Buffett, he actually recently put $15 billion into this market, and is quoted that he says there's another $15 billion ready to go. He's basically ready to double down on his investment in this space. And so we found a lot of cool product opportunities. Mike's going to talk a lot about those. And it's a great market that you can jump into and build your own business, because that at the end of the day is what we're talking about here, is that, if you want financial freedom, if you want lifestyle freedom, maybe you're, working a job, you want the freedom to go do what you want, when you want to be able to travel, maybe even just spend more time with your kids and not have to be stuck at an office, instead taking them to their sports games or taking them on trips. Or if you just want to buy some nice stuff, that's what the point of that's the main reason a lot of people build this kind of business, so they can have all those things in their life, because they feel like a job may just not get them there. So what we're going to be talking about today is how to build your own brand, leveraging the power of one of the world's largest online retailers, and that's Amazon. We've been working with tens of thousands of people over the past 8 years or so, and we know this business model works. And the cool thing is it just keeps getting better and better. So today you're going to learn the first steps of this, and we're actually going to give you a brand new niche that we've never talked about before on any video, and especially not live.
Yeah, so actually the way we found this niche was kind of not by accident. We challenged ourselves. So last week we're preparing for all the training, and we know the training teaches you exactly how to find the best product opportunities, thousands of opportunities out of the 3 billion plus products on Amazon. We also give you in our training series tomorrow, which starts at 9 a.m., the 5 criteria that we use still to this date to find our own products. But when Matt and I were talking last week about, how do we really kick off these live sessions, what else can we do to share with them that's different outside and above and beyond in the training? And so one of the things we talked about is, why don't we just go out there and find some completely brand new categories or niches that, are really underserved right now. There's a lot of opportunity. And started thinking about it, and Matt, does a lot of reading and does a lot of reading about entrepreneurs and businessmen, and talked about, Warren Buffett, about how he's investing, $15 billion into this industry. And so we started looking on Amazon and said, well, you know what? If that industry is still fairly new, chances are the products are fairly new and there's some really good opportunities. And it took a search of one word on Amazon to prove that case out. And that word we searched on was solar. Solar energy, solar power is a huge topic right now, not just for Warren Buffett, but for Elon Musk and so many other people as well. And we realized when we did the search on Amazon that there were tons of products. We just pulled out a dozen random products, looked at them, and they're doing awesome on Amazon right now. One of those products is right here. Solar lantern. I thought it was pretty cool. Put a hand over here. It's already powered up. But this solar lantern on Amazon, I'm going to pull it up on my screen. I'm going to show you the exact product here. This product only has 189 reviews on Amazon. Another good example of why this product hasn't been selling for that long. And if I pull up using our special tool to see how well this product sells, we can see that it does $51,000 in revenue per month. That means per year, this one simple product selling for $24 does almost $600,000. And I've also looked up, and I know you can source this product for about $4 or $5. That means your profit margin would be great in this product. Even after taking out all of Amazon's fees and shipping the product overseas, you still come out with a good 30 to 35% profit margin on this one product. But again, we wanted to find more than just one solar product because we want to build a brand and show you an easy way to build a brand. So we went ahead and found some other products. I'm going to show you those as well. So Matt, right behind you, we have a power bank. And anyone here has ever charged up their cell phone? Power banks are critical nowadays. If you're traveling, you need your iPad, your tablet, your cell phone. But one of the new features is you can now get solar charge power banks as well, and this is it right here. This one just charges, set it out in the sun, 6 to 8 hours later, and then it'll completely be charged. You even have some cool features like a flashlight on here. I can't figure out how to do it because I'm not thinking of these kind of things. But this product is great, and if we pull it up here on Amazon, we'll see that this product does $41,000 a month in revenue as well. Easy to source as well.
Yeah, so in the video series that starts tomorrow, you're going to get a breakdown of how this entire business model works. But one quick thing I want to talk about is, when we're talking about these product opportunities, your goal is to go out there and build your own brand of these, which is easy. It's not that hard to do. I mean, this product, for example, this is basically just cardboard, and they've put their own branding on it. They've got their own name somewhere here. I don't know where their brand name is, but anyways, they've got the model name there, and they have a whole bunch of other text that they've kind of just added on here, probably made up themselves or copied what somebody else was doing. You can go out there and create your own brand of a product that's basically identical. There's people that make generic versions of these all day long. They manufacture them, and they allow you to put your own brand name on them so that you can go and build an entire business around this where you actually own the brand, you own the company. And the value of that is, which is a little bit different than a lot of other things people talk about. When people talk about drop shipping or MLM, maybe you can find a way to make money doing that stuff. But the problem is you never actually own the asset. And so you can hustle, you can do all this work, you can make a little bit of money, but what happens 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road when you don't want to do that stuff anymore? You don't have anything to show for it other than a little bit of cash, hopefully. On the other hand, if you build a business where you actually own the brand and own the products, if you decide, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road that you want out, you're done with this, you can sell that business, and the multiples that we see are anywhere between 3 to 5 times annual profits. So if you're doing $1 million a year in profit, that business could be worth $3 to $5 million in cash. And that can be a life-changing amount of money, as you can imagine. So that's the big advantage of owning the brand that you're building, and that's what this whole model is based on. And like I said, we're going to go into a lot of that stuff on these live shows, but you'll get it in a very step-by-step format and all the detail that you need in the 4-part video series that goes live tomorrow.
And if you're worried about thinking that, I can't create a brand, I don't know how to create a brand, tomorrow in the first training video, you'll get a downloadable checklist. It's going to tell you how to build your own brand in 3 incredibly easy steps. Even I was able to do it, so I know you can too. So we got a couple more products I want to show you as well. So there's another solar product that I didn't even think of as being powered by the sun, and that is this fan right back here. This is a camping fan. I wish I had this many times when I was out camping with the family. This runs completely off of solar power. You charge it up. This thing will cool down your tent, your campsite, wherever you're at all night long. It's a great little product, and it clips on to, I don't know, maybe the top of your camping, your tent or something like that. But this is just one example of another product that's easy to make. The only branding they did on this is they put their logo right there on the plastic part of it. Nothing else was on the side. There's nothing else printed on the bottom top. Just a really simple little laser printer of that, which basically you'd find this exact same product from another supplier, which we'll show you how to do and have them put that on there. All suppliers who do this for you, they know exactly how to do this, and they're used to it, and they're ready for you to contact them and ask them to build a brand for you. So that's the third product here. Now, this product, by the way, let me kind of pull up on my screen here and see what it's doing. It is selling approximately, I think, about $400,000 a year in sales. And this, there we go. Yeah, it's selling, actually more than that, $52,000 a month, which is about 60,000 plus in sales per month there. So it's an incredible product to look for. Now, one of the other things I want to show you is that not only are these 3 physical products here, when I did a search just for solar, we found easily a dozen different products that you could build an entire brand around. It could be like, Mike Clark Industries brand of solar products. And I have them on my screen right here. And we've made it real easy for you to find these as well. But let me kind of go through these. There are solar string lights you could sell out there. There are poolside inflatable water globes. Security industry is getting pretty big right now with cameras and motion sensors. Those can all be solar powered. I know that when we installed it at our house, we had to attach wires and power to everything. Nowadays, all this can be solar powered, so you're not going to worry about it for your whole security system around your house. There's also all kinds of yard stakes that are LED, solar driven. What looks in the middle of my screen here, it looks like this egg, and I'll kind of blow this one up bigger. That is actually a Bluetooth speaker that you can put in your yard. You don't have to put a cord anywhere else. You let it out there, it gathers power all day long, and then you can play music for a barbecue or a picnic, wherever you're having out there. Put it anywhere you want to out there. That's just another way that this technology of solar power is being used for homes and gardens.
Yeah, so one of the big questions we always get is, how many products do I need to sell, or how many do I need to sell to meet some financial target or to build a successful business? The way we always recommend starting is just with one product. Do the research, which you're going to learn about a lot more detail tomorrow, but go do the research, find a good product opportunity, create your own brand, and start with just one. Because then that allows you to go through the full process of finding a supplier, creating a brand, setting up your social media accounts, doing all the marketing, and getting this product going. And then once the product's going and producing consistent cash flow, then you start adding to the same brand. Don't go jumping into multiple markets or multiple brands. Stick within the same exact brand. So in this case, you could just tick off each one of these products one at a time. So maybe your brand is focused around the solar market or energy efficiency. And so you could start with that as the focus of your brand and start with just one of them. Maybe it's the fan, maybe it's the solar bank, or any of these things. And then you start looking, once that product's doing well, okay, what are my customers buying? Which fortunately Amazon makes that super easy. You can see sections on their page where Amazon actually tells you, for somebody that's buying this product, what else are they buying? And then you can just start adding those products to your brand one at a time. And the cool thing is, for some of these products, they'll likely come from the same exact manufacturer, which makes your life even easier. So then you start building this brand one piece at a time, which is how we ended up, building very successful larger businesses, which is how people we've taught have built businesses well into the multiple millions of dollars per year in revenue. And that's how it starts. It's just one product, and then you sort of go from there.
Yeah, when you get that one product and you focus on that one product and do as well as you can, and to get that product getting some sales, some reviews, and some velocity moving up. Another real cool thing that you'll find out that happens, like Matt kind of alluded to, is that you're going to have oftentimes the same product or new products come from the same supplier. And maybe initially you'll be asking the supplier, like, hey, what's another product I can sell to go along with this solar lantern, or go along with this fan? What'll happen very shortly after that is, once they see how well you're selling, they'll be coming to you with new products that not only they are coming out with right now, or new products that they're coming out with in the future. Because that's what they do. They make these products. The suppliers who do this, they don't want to sell them online. Their job is not to market and sell on Amazon. Their job is to manufacture and make these products. So once you prove that you know exactly how to find the right opportunities, launch them, and get sales, they'll be coming to you with new ideas. My suppliers right now, every month they're coming to us, sending us samples like, hey, what do you think about this product? What do you think about this product? Because they trust us, and they know that if they partner with us and give us good products, that we'll sell those products for them. It's a great symbiotic relationship, and it all starts with one product. You build one relationship, and then you build an entire brand out of that. Now, speaking of entire brand, if you see my screen right here, I pulled up the sales for all 12 of the products that we found that were solar related, and they're all in different, different kind of categories here. There's the solar string lights, the floating pool lights, the motion sensor cameras I talked about, the stakes, the little speaker. There's our lantern, the charger. There's also these nighttime vision cameras you can put outside. There's a bird bath that actually has a solar powered water fountain on it. There's the fan we had. There's some wind chimes, which I never thought of being solar powered, but I guess in case you don't have any wind, they're still going to be chiming for you. So it's kind of a cool idea. And then we also have, this is a really interesting one. This one is a actual portable generator. Matt and I started talking about this a few months ago when we decided, what kind of products are out there that you can really make a huge margin off of. And so we naturally start going towards a little more expensive products. These generators generate a huge amount of revenue, and their profit margins are huge as well. Because if you're selling something for $160 and buying it for $40, then the amount of money you can make off just 1, 2, or 3 sales a day is oftentimes the same or more than you can make off of even less expensive products as well. And then when I use our tool here to pull up the sales for all these products here, you can see that on average, I'm going to pull it up, on average, they are making almost 2,000 sales a month. And the average price is about $4,500. And I looked at the revenue. These on average are selling $900,000 a year, which is almost $1 million a year for each one of these products. So imagine, that's almost $12 million for all the products, but you don't need to have all those products. You just start off with one product that does, even just $200,000 a year is a great way to start a brand. And you can pick from these, you can pick from something else. It's really simple when we give you the criteria to find products, to go out there and find all kinds of product opportunities out there. And if you want to get some ideas, go out there and look for some different niches. Look for energy efficiency, solar, fitness. The way that I found these, we go and search for a specific product. So I may go out there and say, I want to find a solar lantern, or I'm going to find a camping fan. For this exercise, kind of went out there and just typed in the word solar, and then what happens? I'm going to pull this up my screen again and show you exactly what happens when you do this. And Amazon is incredible because they actually share with you so much information if you know how to find it. When I just typed in the word solar, you'll notice Amazon starts suggesting all different types of products. Solar lights outdoors, solar charger, solar string lights, solar motion sensor lights, solar lantern, phone charger, solar panels you can put on your house or on your house. This is how I started generating the ideas. And it actually gave me tons of ideas that I wouldn't have thought of. And then I just went in there, applied our criteria to each one of these products, and was able to find a dozen products easily, all within about 30 minutes, that met our criteria and that sell, like I said, on an average of $900,000 a year in revenue. And if our average profit margins that we look for, minimum is 25%, you're looking at well over $200,000 in profit just for any one of these products on there. So these are just fantastic opportunities, and there are so many more on Amazon you can find.
Yeah, we've had people, that have met all their financial goals with one single product. Most people, I would say, they need at least 2, 3, 4 products or so over time, over maybe 12 months, 2 years or so, and that will kind of get them where they want to go. Because most people, when they're looking to start this kind of business, they're not trying to start the next Facebook or something. They have a job, and maybe at that job, they're not making enough money yet. Maybe you kind of feel this way yourself. And so they want a little more money, and they want that coming from their business as opposed to them having to work a job to make that same amount of money. Your goals may be completely different, but that's what we've seen a lot. And so a lot of times, like Mike said, some of these products do $1 million plus a year in sales, and a lot of times we see a profit of anywhere from 20 to 40%. So you can make a couple $100,000, $400,000 from a single product. And then that just gets multiplied when you start adding more products. And so don't think you need 100 products and you're just going to have this massive business you have to manage. You can honestly do it with a handful of products and either 0 or just 1 or 2 sort of low-cost people that are managing some of the operations of your business that you hire overseas. Most people just start by themselves. So don't think you have to have a bunch of products to make this happen. You need very few, and in some cases, literally just one.
Speaking of that, on Wednesday, for our Wednesday live session, not skipping tomorrow, but Matt reminded us, we're going to have a special guest who is only selling one product right now, and doing over $100,000 a month with that one product. She's an amazing seller, as you'd imagine, but she just started selling about a year and a half ago, and she's already doing incredible with that. I've been talking to her for a while to expand into launching her second and third products, but she was doing so well in the first product. She's like, you know what? I just want to focus on this and enjoy my life right now. So we're going to bring her in on Wednesday. You'll meet her. You can ask her questions about it. You can finally ask her when she's launching her next product. It's happening here in a few weeks. I know that, but she's been doing so well with the first one that she just didn't feel like there was any stress or pressure to do that. So that'll be Wednesday's live session. Now, tomorrow at the exact same time on the live session, we're going to show you this really cool tool that you saw me pull up. The tool that actually tells you and shows you the sales, the rank, the reviews, how much revenue they're making per month. We call it Profit Miner, and we're going to show you how you can get that tool completely for free tomorrow. We're going to walk you through installing it, downloading it, making sure that you're set up, ready to go, and then we'll walk you through going on Amazon and using it to find product opportunities like this. And not only are we going to show you how to use it, we're going to show you how to use it to automate the process by applying our 5 criteria into the filters into it so that you'll know that the products that are showing and the revenue showing are products that meet our criteria already. So you don't have to go through there and do it manually. It saves you not just hours of time, but it saves you days and weeks of time of mining through Amazon's 3 billion plus products.
Yeah, so to get access to these, all the other live sessions that we're going to be doing, we can also take some few questions. If you have any questions, post them in the comments, and we will try to answer those literally right now while we're live. Or if you end up watching the recording, we can actually answer them in the comments afterwards. So go ahead, leave a comment right now. We can handle some of those right now live. But just to let you know how to get access to all of these live sessions we're going to be doing. First thing is on Facebook. If you look up above us, I believe, should be in your top right, there's a little button that says follow. If you click the follow button, that'll mean you're following our Facebook page, which obviously if we're not delivering value to you, you can unfollow anytime you want. But especially over these next 2 or 3 weeks, you want to be following our Facebook page because that's how you're going to get notified of all these live sessions. There's also a little setting on there that says see first because Facebook is crazy. You'll get 82 million different posts from friends and family members. If you want to make sure you get these live sessions, check the see first button or see first option under follow, and that'll make sure that you see our posts and these live sessions as soon as we go live. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, and I actually recommend doing both, is go to AmazingLiveNow.com, and we'll post this link in the comments and in the description after this is over. But go to AmazingLiveNow.com, and you'll see a page where we're going to have a list of all the sessions. You're going to be able to access the current one that's going on right now, which you can actually see over there. There's a link that'll take you right back to us. But there's also a button there that allows you to get notified on Facebook Messenger. That's how we're going to be letting people know about these live sessions. So go ahead and register over there, either now or as soon as this is over, and to make sure that you find out about every single one of these that we're going to be doing coming up. So AmazingLiveNow.com.
And if you want to get access to the free training video series, you can also go to AmazingLiveNow.com/free, F-R-E-E. We'll also post that in there, and that'll make sure that tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. when the free training series goes live, you'll get access to it right away. We'll notify via email, give you the link. You can go in and start watching the training right away. We've seen the videos. There's kind of we recorded them a few weeks ago. We've seen them mastered and completely done. They're really engaging. I know you're going to get a ton of value out of it. You'll also make sure that they're not boring. They'll keep you interested the entire time. And it's great, awesome training with free downloads every time we launch a new video too. So we want to make sure that not only do you watch the training and get training, we give you tools that can help you start your business even faster.
Yep, and so Rob here has a good question. He says, what time is the live training tomorrow? So it's at 9 a.m., or it's not live training. What time is the first training video, which is pre-recorded? It's at 9 a.m. Central tomorrow on Tuesday. Now, these videos, as soon as they're posted, they're going to stay up there for a little while. They will be taken down pretty soon, but you'll be able to have, about a couple weeks to be able to watch all of them, and they're released one at a time. So the first one goes live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, the second one Thursday at 9 a.m. Central, and then you'll see the schedule and everything else like that on those pages as they keep coming out. But the first one is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, and like Mike said, you can go to AmazingLiveNow.com/free, and you can actually go enter your email over there to get notified by email about those training videos.
We have a question here from Amir, who's asking, what's the minimum capital to start on Amazon FBA, and to succeed. There's always, the more you can invest in inventory, the faster and you'll be able to get going. But we know people that can start for as little as $500 in inventory. We've seen them for less than that. We'll bring someone on next week who started out with about $50. We don't recommend that, but we know people who've gotten going for even a really small amount. But we like to say, $500 is the minimum. But if you can get up to about $1,000, $1,500 in inventory, you should be set. That gives you enough to get your first inventory order in, give your first promotion a really good jump start by offering some discounts and some coupons, and then start making full price sales in order to bring in profits, and that way you can then reorder and place your second order as well. So yeah, 500 be a minimum. Probably want to get up to 1,500 or so if you're really going to give yourself even a faster jump start. If you can't afford that much, if really you just got to stick to that $500, that's all you can afford, you can still get going with this business. Just keep in mind, this is going to take you a little bit longer because you'll need to, watch your money a little bit more up front. You probably want to give away, at a discount, a few less units than someone else might, but you can absolutely do it still. It's just that the more you can put in your inventory, the faster you can get things going so you can turn over the inventory, turn over your profits, and really keep ordering more inventory every time.
Yeah, and we're getting a couple people that have been saying, maybe it's freezing, and we're not 100% sure if that's on our end or possibly on your end. Either way, Facebook will automatically record this live session, and you'll be able to watch it here afterwards. That should probably fix all your issues. We're also going to be editing a copy of this and putting it on our YouTube channel. So if you just look up, in Google Amazing.com Amazing.com YouTube, then you will be able to find us. Our YouTube channel is super easy to find, or at the bottom of all our websites. And we're going to have a nice edited copy posted there also. So you should be able to watch the recording with no issues whatsoever, either here on Facebook or over on YouTube later tonight.
One thing I wanted to hand out too, I know that we're posting the links to the free training. We also posted a link to sign up to get notified for these sessions. I had some people wanted to know, how do they see these products? I mentioned that. If you want to see all 12 of these products, go to AmazingLiveNow.com/solar. Try to make it kind of thematic there, so it's very simple. It's going to pull up all 12 of these products all on one screen, so there's no searching for you. It actually is a pretty little neat thing that a lot of people don't know about on Amazon. If you type in the product number, which is an ASIN, and then you put a pipe between it, you can keep typing in all these different product numbers in the search bar, and it'll only pull up those products that you want. The little trick we learned a few years ago, we use it in marketing now when I want to market just certain products. So I used it for this live, so now you get to know that too.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things you're going to hear us talk a lot about in this video series, but kind of want to go ahead and make clear right now, is we're known for talking a ton about Amazon. We're kind of probably the leading experts when it comes to selling products on Amazon as a company, as an organization. But the purpose of this whole business is not to go help Amazon. It's not to be, sort of a employee of Amazon or help them build their business. Amazon is just an amazing tool right now to start a business with zero experience whatsoever. So if you've never built a business before, especially never sold anything online, never done any e-commerce, never created a brand, any of that kind of stuff, Amazon is a fantastic place for a couple of reasons. One is it makes it super easy to find what products are selling well that also have low competition. So we're going to go into product selection in tons of detail tomorrow, including the new tool that we have. But Amazon has a lot of that data publicly available if you know how to dig through it and find the good opportunities. So it's a great research tool. It's also a great tool to get started selling products because they handle a lot of the stuff that you would normally have to deal with on your own. When I first started, back in 2009 or so, I started on my own e-commerce website. That was kind of how everyone did it back then. I had to deal with payment processors. I had to deal with tons of refunds and chargebacks and fraud, especially around this time. We start getting in the holiday season. People start doing crazy things with people's credit cards, and you have to deal with all that stuff yourself if you own the store. Whereas Amazon will take care of almost all of that stuff for you. You just list your products on there. They take a small fee. It's about 15% of your sales, but totally reasonable considering all the stuff you don't have to deal with. And then they take care of a lot of the stuff for you. Most of the customer service issues you'll get in an e-commerce business are shipping related. Probably 80% are people that, for whatever reason, because it's not necessarily your fault, it's the shipping company messed up. I literally just tried to have some food delivered and had a shipping issue myself. And that kind of stuff happens all the time. Amazon takes care of that for you. Because the way we recommend doing this business, which you'll learn more about in video 2, is using their system of warehouses all over the world called Fulfillment by Amazon. And you're actually storing your inventory in their warehouses. And then you can basically just sit back, and when people buy on Amazon, they buy your product on Amazon, Amazon automatically ships those out for you, and you don't have to do anything. That's a great system to have, especially if you want to keep your life stress-free and as simple as possible when you're first starting a business. So Amazon will do over $300 billion in sales this year. So there's a massive amount of sales, but it makes your life way easier when you're building a business from scratch. Eventually, you want to start selling outside of Amazon also. Then you have diversified sales sources. Your brand is going to be worth more money if you ever decide to sell it. A lot of reasons you want to do that, but Amazon's a great place to start. So just know that you're not here to build a business for Amazon, but it's an incredible tool to get started, especially if you're brand new to e-commerce.
We have a good question here. We get this all the time from Viswajit. Asks, why don't we sell products ourselves? We do. So I have multiple brands of products. I'll give you a hint. One of them is camping related. I have all kinds of camping products. I don't have a solar one. I may add that to it now because I have a lot of products out there, probably about 30 products I sell right now with that one brand. Matt and I have a brand together, as a matter of fact, all kinds of fitness related products. We use that for all kinds of training. We're launching a brand new product right now. As a matter of fact, we may be sharing that with you later on in a few weeks here. But we do. We sell ourselves. Jason, the other co-founder of the business, he's got multiple brands of product as well. We absolutely we do what we teach. We just don't go out there and teach like so many people do. We live and breathe the business. I got my start in this because of Matt, because of Jason. They taught me exactly how to build a brand. Became incredibly successful. After 1 year, I was able to quit my job and focus just on building a business. And then I've launched multiple brands since then. And now I get to share all this type of information and training and strategies with everyone out there, and absolutely love it. And right now, as I speak, I am making money with my brands. I don't have to really do anything with them. I have one person handling customer service. Like Matt said, Amazon takes care of most of that. These are just issues where they need to speak with someone about a product that maybe isn't working right, or they want a replacement. Usually 4 or 5 emails, a day or two. It's not that hard to do. It's truly the kind of business where I can do this, travel to Austin, Texas, come here, do a bunch of training, and not have to worry about the business because Amazon takes care of so much. They store the products, they pick and pack them, they ship them out, they accept returns, they collect the payments, they make deposits into your bank account every 2 weeks. They take care of any type of other customer service issue. The only issues you'll get are few and far between. Like I said, it's only if it's very product specific. It's an incredible business model, and we do live and breathe it and sell our own products every day.
And what we found out a long time ago is that what you don't want to do in this business is try to own and create, tons and tons and tons of different brands in different markets. It gets very chaotic, very stressful, hard to manage, because you can build a massive business. I'm talking about, like, depending on what your goals are, 1 million, 10 million, 50 million plus in a single market with a single brand. You don't need a ton of different brands. It's actually probably the least efficient way to do this business, because then you're having to manage all the multiple social media accounts, multiple email accounts, multiple customer service teams, all kinds of stuff. You're better off sticking with one brand. So we have no problem giving you all the secrets, all the strategies that we know work, because we're all in only a handful of markets. Only 2, I guess, or so for me. Mike, probably about the same thing. Jason, about the same thing. There are hundreds and probably thousands of different markets, like solar, for example, tons of other stuff out there that people have done very well in, but all the strategies work the same. So it's not like it's going to affect our businesses at all. We get to stay sharp, build these other companies, while we're able to teach and help you build the same kind of businesses, and this is incredibly rewarding. I mean, we've had people that have had their lives completely transformed as a result of showing up for a live session like this maybe, and then opting in for the training, which starts tomorrow, starting down that whole path until they built their freedom. Then they joined us at a live event like we have coming up next year, and they told us about their story, and it's incredibly reinforcing for us. So number one, we don't have to worry a ton about our businesses being affected by this, and also we get to help a heck of a lot of people. So that's why we're here doing this.
All right. I don't know if I see any other questions other than someone who mentioned they want to see us at the live event next year. Awesome. Can't wait to see you down there too. That'll be here in Austin, Texas, right?
Yep. Okay, cool. We can wrap up for today. Like I said, we will post all these links in the description here. There will also be an automatic recording posted here on Facebook. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow us here on Facebook. Check out the links. Go to AmazingLiveNow.com to register for the next live sessions and get notified. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central when the first of the 4 videos goes live. And we'll also be back here every single weekday, 3 p.m. Central for each live show. Lots of new stuff coming up. Like Mike said, we have guests coming up, new content, new strategies, all complements the 4-part video series. And also, you can also check us out on YouTube. We're going to be posting these recordings, other videos, lots of cool stuff. So we hope to see you in one of these, and thanks for joining us.